Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. As you can see, during this weekend we didn't do really nothing. Let me take the Fibonacci from the top to the lowest again, and as you can see, we are still between these two levels. This support one, that is around 42k, and this resistance, that is around 46k and half. And honestly, I think that even this week and maybe the next one, we are going to stay between these two levels. And maybe when we're going to be middle of October, we are going to break it and go above it. And I think that the chances to go above this level are higher than the chances that we're going to go below it. Why? Let me show you exactly why I think that. Okay, so we take again our Fibonacci retracement, and this time we're going to put it from the lowest to the highest. Let me put it a bit better, exactly here. Well, we can notice that this golden pocket here acted as a support pretty well, and we are above it. And honestly, I think that the chances, if we test it again to break it, the chances are really low. And I think that this level is going to act again really well as a support. Let's have a look on Crypto Watch. If we make a line from these all-time highs to this high, we can see that we have some sort of resistance here. And once we break out from this one, as you can see here, we went down and tested, and we had the bounce. Here we had the same thing. We nearly went down and tested and had the bounce. Same thing here, we can see we went down and almost tested and had a bounce. But more likely we went down to this stock to flow model. The sadly thing is that we nearly went back to this stock to flow model here, as you can see, but we are not really back on track. Let me show you. Okay, we are not really back on track here. So that is the really sad part, that we need to get back on track here, and we need to continue our bull run. But I honestly think that that is going to really happen, that we're going to go back on track and create a new top, and after that we're going to see a bear market. Honestly, I think that is going to happen in the next like 6 months. But now in this moment, let's have a look what we really are going to make. Well, let me remove this one and this one, and we're going to make a new line. We put from here, from our top here to this one, and as you can see, this one is some sort of resistance, and we put the same for our support. So we are creating a down wedge. As you can see, this line is acting as a resistance. So we need to break it, because the chances to go above it and break this resistance are higher than to break the support, because down wedges are bullish patterns. So at the moment, I think that we're going to stay between this resistance and support in the next 2 weeks, and we're going to break it. But as I told you, I don't think that we're going to go below 40k. Let me put a horizontal line here around here. I don't think that we're going to go below it. So I think that, as I said, between middle October we are going to decide if we are going to go bullish or bearish, if we are going to break this down wedge or we're going to go down. So at the moment we have to break, let me take this one, around 45.5k. But the more the day passes, this resistance is going to be lower, as you can see, maybe 45k or maybe 43k. It depends. But the most important thing now is to break this resistance, and honestly I think that maybe we're going to test it, maybe go below it, and at some point we're going to break it and continue our bull run. I think that scenario is more likely. Back on trade view, I want to show you this 2 moving average. This blue line, that is the 200 days, and this pink line, that is the 128 days. And as you can see, we are between these 2 moving averages, and honestly I think that in the next 2 weeks we are going to stay between these 2 moving averages. But I want to show you one interesting thing, that when we are above this pink moving average, this 128 days, like we are in this moment, well, that is pretty bullish, because we are creating one sort of a bull market, one sort of a bull trend. As you can see, when we were above this, we were really bullish and created these new all-time highs. And when we went below it, well, as you know, we were pretty bearish. We had this big dump. And once we went above it, we created this trend up, and now we tested it and we bounced on it. And that is really bullish, as you can see. Now I want to show you about the 200 daily moving average. As you can see, like in this case, when we were between these 2 lines and when we broke the 200 daily moving average, we had this pump. Now, as you can see here, we had the same scenario, pump. And of course here we could say we were like for 1 day in pump, went above it, strike above the both 2 moving average, and had this pump. Well, honestly, that makes me again more bullish, and that's why I say that the bull market is not over, because we had really a lot of indicators. This one, no, that we are about the 128 days, and the confirmation is going to be when we are going to break this 200-day moving average, that we are going to continue our bull market. So this indicator shows us that we are bullish, as the same like the Fibonacci I told you that we bounced on the golden pocket. And same thing, as I told you here, this down wedge is a bullish pattern, sorry, and the same that we are here above this resistance here. Told you that we are above this resistance. That is another bullish indicator. So honestly, I'm really bullish. Of course, this is a particular moment. It's a good time maybe to accumulate, not all in. Of course, it's not a financial advice, but it's a good time to accumulate. Because honestly, as I told you, going below $4,000, it's really, the chances are really, really low. Now, tell me, are you bearish, bullish? What do you think? Is this a good moment to sell? Because you think that we're going to go below this moving average and that the bullish momentum is over and we are going to start a bear market or a bearish momentum? Let me know in the comments what you think. This is all for this video. Thank you guys for watching, and see you in the next video.